Welcome back. I'm Ines Ferre here with Matt Aronowitz. Matt, before we get started, I just want to mention some news regarding McDonald's because there's a lawsuit that's been filed by workers in 13 Illinois restaurants suing McDonald's for failing to adequately protect employees from customers who become violent. The lawsuit comes from 17 workers who say that McDonald's, that these workers are regularly exposed to violent and criminal behavior by customers. The stock's not moving too much on the news. And Matt, right now we're looking at the Dow that's down 83 points. The S&P's lower. We've had some headlines. Yesterday we had the headline that the Phase 1 trade deal may not be signed this year. The Dow was down 200 points at one point, but the markets haven't really moved that much on these trade-related headlines.
Yeah, I think that the market seems to be somewhat immune to all these headlines. I mean, there's an initial reaction that ends up happening off a tweet or off a headline, but then the market seems to rally back to unchanged. The volatility in a lot of these markets are at record lows. From currencies, trading around 4%. S&P 500 volatility is trading like 14-15%. It seems like the market doesn't seem to be pricing in much risk even going forward.
Now, I know that you follow Bitcoin. Bitcoin is down today, and that's been a little bit volatile, correct? Do you have any insight as to what's behind that? What are you seeing?
It's hard to peg what impacts Bitcoin because it's so illiquid. So you end up with a situation where a small amount of money can move that price quite dramatically. So it broke like the 8,000 mark, and now it's down, 8%. It's down to like 75, 60 on the day. And once it broke that 8,000 mark, that was pretty significant from a technical standpoint. And it looks pretty bearish at this point.
Now, today we've had reports that Charles Schwab is reportedly acquiring TD Ameritrade, perhaps an acquisition there. This is expected within that industry, correct? The online brokerage industry, some consolidation. What was your reaction when you heard that?
Yeah, I actually thought it was pretty funny because it seems like Charles Schwab was the first one to announce that there were going to be zero fees on their commissions, but I think they knew that it would probably impact their rivals more than it would impact them. A bigger percentage of their revenue comes from for TD Ameritrade comes from commissions. So they basically, forced TD Ameritrade's hand to lower their commissions down to zero and then put their stock in a bad position. And now they're turning around and saying, well, now we could take you on and buy you. So
thanks so much, Matt Aronowitz. Stay with us. Wi-Fi AM continues after the break.